Hey, folks, it's another week and another episode of the Manson Brothers Show.
What a name.
This week, we're going to kick off our, what do we call this, holiday?
Yeah, holiday horror fest.
We've done Halloween 3. I think we've done a few other ones. We're going to hit a really, really good one. One of the Canadian classics this week.
I arguably, I think one of the best of the slasher.
A great slasher. We're doing what?
My Bloody Valentine.
And we'll be
the original.
And we'll be bloody right back. And we're back. Hey, this is a super special one for me. I
love this
Bloody Valentine fan.
I really love this movie.
I'm going to let you kind of kick things off because.
So My Bloody Valentine came up in the golden era of slasher films. It was released in 1981.
Yeah.
And it was part of this big Canuck movement where they were filming a lot of stuff.
They like to be called that.
Well, big Canadian movement.
I love every Canadian I've ever met.
Oh, yeah, we love Canada. We're not saying anything.
Shout out, Johnny.
But there was a lot of movies filmed up there at this time because Canada had a great tax breaks.
No, they had a Canadian film fund.
That was it, yeah. So there's a lot of films were shot up there at this time. This one was from Nova Scotia, and you can tell right away when they're speaking where they're from. Get those people out of there.
Get out.
Okay, so My Bloody Valentine, great film, a standalone. Really, they didn't make a sequel to it.
No, and they could have.
Well, no, easily. And I think, in my opinion,
they did a remake.
Some of the best kill scenes and original ones. Like you may have seen these later on, but this film kind of had some really inventive stuff. And what I really like about it is it's really a mystery. Right.
I was just going to say that is the thing that I really dig is that this was one of the first ones that was kind of like you had a killer that you knew was a killer and you saw him or her. Right. But you didn't know who it was. It was also a whodunit.
Right. It could be. So they tell the story at the beginning about Harry Warden, the miner trapped in the shaft who resorts to cannibalism to survive, loses his mind.
Yeah.
Because people were preoccupied with the Valentine's Day.
This happens in a mine.
It happens in a mine. It's a mining town. A small town. Right. So Harry
guys on Valentine's Day were partying.
Right.
Got buried
right. They got buried because other people were partying, and the supervisors wanted to leave. They left them without checking the methane levels or something like that. There was an explosion. Yeah. They got buried. One survived. His name was Harry Warden. He survived by eating the other guys, and he had lost his mind. He goes into a mental institution. The story is a year later, he shows up, he escapes, shows up on Valentine's Day, kills some people, and then disappears. So now the thing is Harry Warden's going to get you on Valentine's
to a mental ward, right?
Right. Which all Canadian horror films start out with revolving around a party.
As you said, 100%.
This one is a Valentine's
party. It's always the party, without a doubt.
This
is interesting. I just have to say this, and maybe you can help out.
I doubt it.
Because this happened when we were growing up. I don't know. I don't think Mom ever brought this up to you. But interestingly, I remember, I saw that obviously this movie came out when we were like, what, 11 or so?
10 or 11.
So it was weird that it took her so long to start bringing this up. But like right around the time I got out of high school, which was just a little bit after you'd been gone for like a year in the Marines, right? I got out of high school. And Mom kept saying to me all the time, Stoney, I love you, so stay away from the miners whenever you can.
She didn't talk like that.
Yeah, well, she kept telling me to stay away from miners. And I was like, Mom, I saw the movie. Like, I'm not going anywhere.
Oh, I thought she meant chicks. Like, they got to be 18 at least.
Oh.
Maybe that's what she meant.
Anyway, moving right along.
Maybe she caught you fishing at the high school. I don't know.
Never.
Okay.
Maybe she just didn't trust me.
I don't know. Who knows? You might not even been saying miners.
I thought all the time. I was like, Mom, we live in Chicago. There's no miners.
Was she talking English or was she talking Spanish?
She always talking broken in Spanglish.
Okay. So maybe you didn't understand her. Maybe she didn't mean miners.
Here I was getting the wrong message the whole time.
Well, anyway.
So
getting back to the movie.
Yeah, it's a whodunit.
It's a whodunit. They present you with three possibilities for the killer.
Okay.
Right. They
Let's hear
present you with the original guy, Harry Warden.
Harry Warden.
And then they make you think that it's one or two of the male leads who are rivals, Axel and TJ.
TJ, yes.
Who
Tej.
are after Sarah, the lead girl, who is a beautiful woman. Man, Laura, I believe her name's Lori Hellier. I don't know.
Actually, a lot of the girls in this movie, for being
very attractive,
Northern Canadian actresses, were pretty.
Well, I suppose there's beautiful women everywhere, wouldn't you think? I don't know.
Not in Boston.
That's not true.
Sorry,
there's lots of good-looking chicks in Boston, especially in the North Side. Anyway, so we get back to My Bloody Valentine.
Well, so they kick off the whole thing, right? The mayor gets a nice little package a couple days before Valentine's Day. Here's one of the greatest parts about this movie. It happens the week of Valentine's Day, and they have to make sure that Valentine's Day is on a Saturday because that's when the big parties
right.
Down,
this is kind of interesting.
Yes. So, which would be Saturday the what?
The 14th.
So what happens on Friday the 13th in this movie?
A murder.
Absolutely nothing.
Well, no,
Nothing
a murder. Oh yeah, that's right. Right.
So
and they make it a point to tell you. What also I like about it is it's set up much like Halloween was, where it's like, the 30th and then the 31st. They set up this the same
marching
way.
Slowly towards the day.
Yes, right? Yes. So, and that's really cool.
So the mayor gets the box,
right?
And he thinks he's got a secret admirer, and he's got
got a secret admirer.
And he keeps saying, "Hey, the only thing I like better than this is so and so's Christmas candy is Valentine's Day candy."
Yeah.
He offers one to the sheriff. Sheriff says, "Oh no, let's see who it's from." And then they've got the macabre note, and there's a big.
Wait a minute,
chunky hearted.
I like macabre on the corn, right? In that corn?
It's corn on the cob.
Oh, okay.
Nice try.
Anyway, so yeah, he opens up the box, and what's in it?
A heart.
A human
heart.
Right, human heart.
Which coincidentally, they figure out at some point in time through some Nova Scotian doctor that it's a female heart in her 30s.
Like, how do they know that? Like, how does this podunk doctor?
I've seen enough forensic file shows to know.
How do they even have a coroner?
They have no idea who's.
I mean, it's probably a veterinarian or something. Like, how would they know? Yeah. How would they know? But anyway, so people and there's not a lot of killing in this. There's a few, and each one is very unique.
Pretty great.
Real, yeah. And I don't really, we give away a lot of stuff in this. I really don't want to give away the kills because if you haven't seen this movie in a while,
you need to
go back and watch it. It's really worth your time.
The kills alone are worth it.
Honestly. Right. And the murderer is cool. I mean, it's one of the most iconic, in my opinion, with the mining suit on and the gas mask. I mean, it looks cool.
It's super badass looking. He looks like a killer. And he's got the mining,
those scenes where he's got like the pickaxe, and he's going through the tunnels. I mean, I remember the trailer for this, and I remember being like, "Wow, that looks."
This is a quality. We'll call it a slasher flick. It doesn't really slash anybody, but
goofy moments of like bad dialogue and all that other stuff.
Every movie, in this genre does.
But it really takes itself kind of seriously, and it doesn't. It's not tongue in cheek.
You've got your love triangle, which is kind of the setup.
Yep.
Right. You've got your small town.
Yep.
And they haven't had the dance in 20 years, and now they're going to do it again.
Right.
They feel like they're
they're past it. Right. And then there's a scene where they're trying to find out if Harry Warden is still in the mental institution. And this is funny to me. They call the sheriff, who's really good, actually. The sheriff really pulls it off well. And I guess he was a famous actor, a Canadian actor at the time. But he calls the mental institution, and the lady goes, "Yeah, I don't know. We might have been here. We don't know. If he's here, if he's not here, like if he's not here.
Yes, right.
If he's not here.
Yeah.
What wouldn't you know?
Keep track of the criminally insane. Why would we
keep track of these people? Check the microfilm, and that'll take days.
Yes.
Are you fucking kidding me?
I think it was actually microfiche back then.
Yeah,
not microfilm.
Maybe he's here, maybe he's not. I don't know. What is it like?
He might not.
Yeah. What do you think? Would they check in? Like it's like a hotel? Yeah, I'm gonna sign out a. Bert the Crowbar murderer is signing out for a little bit. Where are you going? I'm going away for a while.
I have an interesting observation. I believe at some point in time they mentioned that the name of the town is Valentine Falls.
Yeah, Valentine Falls.
Which is a really odd name for a city that
way out in the Nova Scotia tundra.
And is only known for its Valentine's Day butchering
and mining.
Yeah,
right.
Doesn't
seem known for nothing else.
What were they mining for? Do you think?
Coal.
Was it coal?
I believe so.
Is that the methane or whatever
you're
talking about?
Mm-hmm.
I was thinking maybe.
And by the way, Shot on location too, no sets here. So the mine is cool. That's an actual mine. Yeah, it's really neat. And I got to tell you, I wouldn't have liked being in this movie because I don't like little space.
Well, let's actually talk about. We were doing some research, which is crazy because we rarely ever do that. But this is my knock against this movie. It had a budget of $2.3 million.
Yeah,
Canadian in 1981.
But now, how much is that?
Listen, I'm no conversion expert, so that may have been 187 grand in US dollars back in 1981. But I'm gonna assume it was close enough that was like 2 million. And in 81, 2 million was a
lot
good
of money, man,
for a movie. This is
I don't know where it went.
This is a movie that looks like a low budget movie.
Yeah,
right?
So I don't know where they went.
There's
with
no
$2 million bucks.
No names in it at all.
No.
They had to have paid a fortune for the mine. I'm
gonna agree with you because otherwise, where did the money go? There wasn't a lot of effects in it.
No, hardly any.
No, I mean they were simple, like practical effects.
Again, unless the conversion rate at that time was just
it had to be insane. I don't know where the money had to go for renting the mine. It had to because there's no way.
Got it. That's what it's
make the same movie today for $1 million in today's money. Same film. Same film.
Everybody knows how to stretch a dollar more than back in the 80s.
I don't know. They didn't stretch it very much though, did they?
Well, back then, all you had was your Schlitz, cigarettes.
Oh yeah, by the way, lots of product placement for Canadian products like Moosehead beer.
Yeah.
What else? A lot of Schlitz is Canadian, but Moosehead is.
Moosehead's definitely
a lot of there's a lot of Moosehead.
Whatever those Hungry Mans that were making on the
they're making Hungry Man dinners on an engine block. That is awesome.
Do you think and if we've got any Canadian watchers out there, you can send this to us. Did they have Hungry Man or was there a different one like Hungry Beaver or something like that? That was the Canadian
Hungry Mountie? I don't know. No, it's
Mountie meal.
Yeah, was it the same thing? We don't know.
Yeah. John from Montreal, answer that question.
The RCM. I don't know if the RCMP had their own meals or whatever. That's the Royal Canadian Mounted Police.
No,
for you.
That was my
for you.
That was my Dudley Do Right.
Yeah, we love the Canadians though.
Oh, and we have a viewer email.
Hit me with your
coming with it. This one, it comes to us from
Canada. There you go.
Sylvain L writes, guys, I love your show. I'm gonna do my
go to the Cub games.
Go to the Cub game when you get a chance. They don't pluralize anything.
I know.
They pluralize what should be singular and singularize what should be plural. Watch Letterkenny. The guy does the one.
Yeah.
We're going to have these sexes with somebody. Anyway, Sylvain writes,
yes,
guys, great show. Love your show. Just saw you talking about Dudley Do Right. Who's your favorite cartoon villain? Ooh. Great question.
Cartoon villain. Yeah, go ahead.
Well, does the little mouse in Klondike Cat count?
Meteor Mouse?
No, he wasn't Meteor Mouse.
Klondike Cat and Meteor Mouse.
Klondike Cat always gets his mouse, and it was Savoir Faire. Savoir Faire.
Oh, yeah. He stole my cheeses.
He's taken all my bonbons.
I think, I remember him. But the show was Klondike Cat and Meteor Mouse was a different character, but they shared the show.
Well,
my favorite villain.
I'm going Savoir Faire or. Well, if we go newer, it's definitely Plankton from SpongeBob. He's my favorite.
Oh, he's great. I like Plankton.
He's awesome.
I'll go with.
I don't have a nose, you moron.
I'm gonna have to go with Dick Dastardly.
Who is he
from the Wacky Races and from
from the
Penelope Pit Stop. Yeah. Stop the pigeon. Stop the pigeon.
No Snively Whiplash? I thought you were gonna go Snively Whiplash.
I like him too, but I like Dick Dastardly better.
Savoir Faire is everywhere. Great question, Sylvain. Yeah. Hey, we'll be back next week with more viewer email. Not that we're leaving anytime soon.
No, hey man,
keep those emails coming. We love it.
We like to put over.
We're interactive.
We also like to talk.
Interactive.
But back to My Bloody Valentine. What's your favorite kill scene in My Bloody Valentine?
Without a doubt.
Again, I know we don't want to give it away, but
I'm gonna have to give it away. We're gonna have to. I love the hot dog one, but I have to say my favorite one is when he spikes the girl in the shower area.
Yeah, in the shower pipe.
And it's not even so much that it's that kill. It's the shot when the boyfriend walks up and they just show
They
the
don't
side of
show
her
it. Yeah,
face,
because they don't show it.
and
right?
the water's just spewing from her mouth.
Yeah, you see it from
That's
like a side view.
pretty
Mine
outstanding.
is where the bartender decides he's gonna scare the kids at the mine, and he
Yes.
rigs up a thing where
Yeah.
it looks like a miner with a pickaxe, and he keeps opening. He's like, he's like amusing himself, opening the door like it's the
Yeah, well,
dumbest, maybe the dumbest scene in the
one
film.
amusement too many,
Yeah,
brother.
so he walks away, and then he gets this look on his face like, I'm gonna do it again. Like it's so fucking amusing. He's
Right.
got to do it. Like who would do that?
Yep.
No one. So you know, beyond a shadow of a doubt, you know from the first time he opens the door that one of the times he's going to open it and Harry Warden's going to be in
But
there.
I think what's interesting about that is that we, everybody knows well, not everybody, but in the business, the rule of 3, right?
Yes.
And they break the rule.
They break the rule of 3.
So they give you the 3,
and then they give
and
you
then
one
you think,
more.
oh well, nothing's going to happen. This is just like a setup, right?
They give you one
and
more.
then there's one more.
Yeah. And he gets him right up the chin or the jaw with the pickaxe. So he just, instead of hitting him overhand, he hits him underhand.
It's nasty.
So I like that one.
I got to tell you, the kill. We already said it, but the kills in this movie are, and they're not gory.
No.
Kills.
They're just
really
effective.
good,
They're inventive. I like the scenes of them running around in the mine, especially. There's a really cool scene where Keith Knight, who plays Hollis, the fat dude, he was in Meatballs, also played Fink in Meatballs, but he's got a big handlebar mustache. Yeah, he's got a big handlebar mustache. Well, he's down there.
I actually love his character.
I do too. With the girls, and you hear light bulbs breaking in the mine. People, and they show a guy in a miner's suit busting the lights. It's really creepy. It's a really creepy
Listen,
scene.
as you said before, I mean, imagine like being in a mine is scary enough as it is because the ceilings are low.
Yeah,
you're kind of huddled down.
You're down under the earth.
Right,
How
it can
many
blow at any time? It can cave in at any time. So they have a killer
just
in there
like
with
your
you.
ex-girlfriend.
That was not nice. And listen, come on, I've never really had a girlfriend. So
yeah, that's true.
I guess maybe once.
Anyway,
sorry, Mina.
So you're in the mine.
I miss you very much.
So you're in the mine.
Sorry to bash your head in.
So you're in the mine, and it gets scary in there. And then the lights go out.
I've been in a mine one time where they turned the lights off just to give you the idea.
Did they? Do you really?
Oh, dude, it is.
Did you freak out?
Oh my God, it's like you've never felt this shade of darkness in your life.
Did you freak out like Max Martini on a Ferris wheel?
No, I've never seen Max on a Ferris wheel, but I'd like to.
It ain't pretty.
I bet not.
No,
I'd like to. Did he pee his pants?
No, he didn't pee his pants. He was going to kill somebody.
Wow.
It was, yeah, it was. That was.
You'll never get to Italy that way.
No.
Max,
Anyway,
I hope you're watching.
Yeah, no, the movie overall is a solid. I'm going to put it as my second favorite slasher film next to Halloween.
Yeah.
I like it more than Friday the 13th.
I obviously we can't say it kicked off the whodunit thing because Friday the 13th was really
it was
the
before
original.
then. That was in 1980.
You didn't know who the killer was. Killer movie.
I like it. I like the way the movie's. It's a thoroughly enjoyable film.
Yeah.
I mean,
you can obviously point to parts where the acting is stellar out on bus.
Right. It's a low budget. No, it's a low budget film.
But it's not a low budget movie, as we already talked about.
Yeah.
It's actually got some really cool. I dig the exteriors. It's got a nice. You get the sense that
it's kind of isolated and
What I found interesting was you've got all these guys who are working in a mine, right? But they all seem as happy as a clam. They're working together. They got good jobs.
Yeah.
They're
having so young.
Here's the part that I didn't like. The bartender in the movie, the aforementioned.
What a killjoy.
He's an asshole.
Everyone are in there giving him his business. He's giving them shit.
They're all there partying and having a blast, and all he's doing is barking at him. You
guys are all gonna die. Harry Warden kill everyone.
Yeah. It's like, dude.
But also maybe he's like that because he's the only game in town.
Somebody else's shift on tap or something, though.
He's the only bar in town. I guess he can afford to be an asshole.
Someone should have been entrepreneurial and opened up another bar and told this guy to shove it.
Yeah. His name in the movie is Happy.
Is it really?
Yeah, it's Happy. That's his credit. Is Happy, and he's the most miserable.
He is a miserable prick from the minute he comes on screen.
It's worth it just to see him get his. And then, by the way, the reveal at the end, it's really cool because they really keep you guessing as to who Harry Warden is, and they really do make when they they give you an idea that, oh, it's got to be this guy. So they set up this guy. Oh, it's got to be this guy.
Yep.
And then 2 seconds later, they give you another scene to make you think it's the other guy.
Yeah,
which that was really clever.
I think they do a good job of stringing it out.
Absolutely.
Because particularly with the love triangle.
Yeah.
And she's playing both sides against the middle.
Absolutely. Because she's a chick.
She can, right? Yeah. I mean, listen, in a minor town,
men are stupid.
How many hot chicks
are smart?
So, seriously, how many hot chicks can there really be in one town of like 1,500 people?
I don't know. I've been in small towns, and
this is how you know this is a movie because every girl in the movie
it's like an
looking,
8 to 10,
and that would never be the case,
right?
Ever,
right? And none of the guys are good looking.
Yeah, the guys aren't really matinee idols by any means.
No, and that's realistic, I think. But they make you, they keep you guessing through the whole thing. It's really a clever.
What I love is that everybody smokes because they know, hey, I'm getting black lung anyway.
Yeah, right. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die of lung cancer.
So what the hell?
So
might as well go to Flavor Town.
Go to Flavor Town. Oh my God! And the cigarette company's paying you for that.
So let's talk a little bit about Moosehead beer.
Let's talk about Moosehead beer. The beer that gives you gas.
It was one of my favorites.
When I noticed, I said gives you gas.
Well, White Castles and Moosehead, not a good combo.
No.
You don't want to be in a car after that one.
That's as bad as nachos.
What was your back in the day when we drank beer?
Yep.
I don't know. You don't really drink,
but I did then.
Yeah. What was your favorite beer?
I did actually like Moosehead Bass Ale.
Bass. Huh?
Yeah, I like and there's a beer. It's probably the most horrible beer on the planet, but I liked it. It was called Mickey's Big Mouth.
Oh my God, dude, that's like malt liquor.
And I like Rolling Rock.
Dude, you got a shitty taste in beer.
I like Bass Ale a lot.
I love Moosehead. I was a
Hacker Shore.
Miller High Life, dude.
Miller High Life is the champagne of
The
beer.
best beer on the planet. Guys, write us in. Tell us what your favorite beer is. Tell us what your favorite drinks are. Yeah. I quit drinking beer a long time ago in lieu of more potables, as they say on Jeopardy.
Right. And getting back to My Bloody Valentine really quick.
You got to answer that in the form of a question. What is getting back to My
Bloody Valentine? I also like that he has the one kill tool is the pickaxe, which I think is a really cool. I mean, to be confronted with a pickaxe is kind of scary.
Yeah, well, let's touch on that for a second because obviously they show when Harry Warden comes back to kill the guy who was the sheriff or whatever.
Yeah,
he pickaxes him in the chest and rips his heart out.
Yeah.
As they say. Do you think he axed the heart out, or do you think because the doctor even mentions it looked like it was butchered out?
Yeah, I think he just tore it out of there.
You think he tore it out with his hand, or you think he chopped it?
No, I think he chopped it out.
Yeah, I think so.
I think he chopped it out, and it's a scary weapon, and it's a scary image. I'm just shocked.
The image of him and with the light. That's the thing when it kind of takes your sight away.
Absolutely shocked that movie wasn't more popular than it was. And that character is not held in the same revered esteem as Jason and Freddy and Michael and all those.
I'm shocked he should be up there. Not have a sequel.
Yeah,
just because the character is so cool.
Oh, by the way, and a great ending, great ending. That first of all, you think it's a typical ending, it's a typical cop-out ending, but it isn't.
No,
and it's really a cool ending, and it's really creepy.
And he slinks away, leaving you to think that there's going to be another one of these, right?
Yeah, it's a really effective, creepy ending. So, folks, if you go watch this movie again, we'd like to know if you think about it the same way we do.
Yeah, because we we hold it in very high regard.
And I haven't seen this movie in a long time. I've about 20 years probably haven't seen it. So when we watched it together to refamiliarize with it, I think we both had the same think about it was, wow, this is really good. Because a lot of movies, when you watch them again, if you like them, they don't hold up.
Don't get sucked into the remake, although the remake is not as bad as the remake of The Fog, which is the worst remake in the history of remakes.
Please. I don't know. The Nightmare on Elm Street remake was pretty bad. The one with Jackie Earle Haley, who's a great actor.
You clearly don't remember The Fog remake.
I auditioned for that movie, by the way.
Who did?
I did.
For Freddy Krueger?
I did not audition for Freddy Krueger. An inmate.
The little girl?
Yeah, it got cut out. They wanted a really rough looking guy to be an inmate, and you know who they cast a shampoo model from LA.
The rough looking guy.
Yeah, really went over well.
Well, we know one thing you won't be modeling.
We know who's friends with the producer, don't we?
Shampoo modeling will not be your gig anytime soon.
Nope. I could model probably wax, like car wax or chamois.
Well, you just referenced the fantastic ending to My Bloody Valentine, and that brings us to our fantastic ending for our episode of My Bloody Valentine. This has been a real treat.
I love this movie. Watch it.
I hope you guys, if you haven't seen it, you watch it, and I hope if you have seen it, you go back and watch it again.
And on Valentine's Day, remember, Harry Warden.
Valentine's Day is coming up. Check it out. Don't be scared of Harry Warden.
And this is how we pay the bills.
And stay away from minors.
We go to MansonBrothers.com. We're selling our Blu-rays and DVDs of the Manson Brothers Midnight Zombie Massacre, starring us and a bunch of other great people like Randy Couture, D.B. Sweeney, and Adrian Pazdar, directed by Max Martini. You can also view it video on demand everywhere, Amazon Video, iTunes, Vudu. We got these shirts, Manson Brothers shirts with a funny saying on the back. We got hats, autographed pictures. We'll autograph them even if you don't want us to. And that's it.
All right. Well,
hit like and subscribe.
Absolutely. So subscribe to all the Arrow in the Head Show channels.
Tell me what my favorite hat is that you guys. What hat do you like?
Let's have a hat thing, or send in some hats and he'll wear them. That would be cool
I don't give a shit. Whatever.
No CODs. Hey, until next week. It's been another episode of the Manson Brothers Show. Thank you so much for tuning in. We love having you guys here. And like I said, stay away from minors.
And we'll see you later, shitty pants.
Until next time.